want to talk briefly about the idea that there is no such thing as divine timing. You know, we talk so often about the right timing for things. And there's a belief that there's a right timing for things in the human belief system in general, but we also play with this when it comes to divine timing and all of our spiritual work to manifest our dreams and to go for our dreams. But I really want to bust that myth today. There is no such thing as divine timing. Why is that? Because in the divine, in spiritual reality, in the quantum field, whatever version works for you, there is no time. Before the Big Bang occurred, there was no time, no space, no laws of physics. The creative force of life created the time and the space and even the laws that it needed to manifest its potential. And so in divine reality, there is no past, which is just a memory. There is no future, which is just a fantasy. There's only now. And it's not even now in the sense of time. There's an eternal now. Everything is done now. All of life is here now. All of love, all of abundance, all of peace, all of joy, all of wealth and health and wisdom. The whole potential, the whole pattern, the whole of life is now. So if there was divine timing, the only timing would be now. When is it the right time for you to live the life you were meant to live? Now. When is the right time for you to open up and receive the abundance of life? Now. When is the right time for you to say yes to that emerging impulse, to that burning desire and vision of your heart? Now. Right now. And why this is so important and what I really want you to look at right now is, where are you making up stories that even you are hanging on the hook of divine timing and, you know, God is a mystery and it's all in God's way and we can never know the way. You want to know God's way? Now. You want to know when God wants you to be healthy, wealthy, happy, successful, and fully alive and fully expressed? Now. Right now. And so I really encourage you to look at, where are you putting something off? Where are you saying, well, I really want to start exercising and getting in shape, but you know, there's a timing for everything and I have to first do this and do that. Or I really want to write that book or create that work of art or move in the direction of that real dream, have the love of my life, build that house, build that business, whatever it is. Where are you in your mind on some level saying that can't happen now? Or where are you praying and affirming and visioning for the vision of your life, but still have some belief it's going to take time and a bunch of other secondary causations or conditions have to be in a certain place before it can happen? The universe has infinite organizing power, which means there's not just 1 or 10 or even 1,000,000 ways. There is infinite ways. It's already happening now. The life of your dreams is here now. The kingdom of heaven is at hand now. Whatever you could ever imagine to be and more than you can imagine, it's right here, right now. It's all being given to you. And it does not require any external condition that is not in your control to be changed. And it doesn't merely require that 1 or 2 ways that you think you can launch your life or launch your work or find your mate or get in shape or heal your body. There are infinite ways. And when you let go of all of your ways, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be out there where all the action is, fully going for it. But don't limit the infinite is with your idea of when it should happen, how it should happen, through whom it should happen. But stand today in the truth that the fields are already white unto the harvest. That when they said, when is the harvest going to come to that one master? He said, lift up your eyes and behold, the harvest is already here. The fields are already white, already ripe, already blossoming, but there are not enough laborers to collect the fruit. That right now the cattle on 1,000 hills are yours. Now is the appointed time. Now is all the earth's the Lord's and all that the Father has is yours. And these are biblical statements, but they're just truth statements. That whatever you're putting off into the future, you're the one putting it off. Not life, not God, not divine timing. That you really can take a stand today and step into the life that you want. Begin to ask better questions. Ask, how can I achieve my 10-year goals in the next year? How can I achieve my 1-year goals in the next month? Now, if that's like, Derek, that's ridiculous, that's impossible. Well, now you know why you're not achieving them. But by asking that quality of a question, you open yourself up to more of the avenues, more of the energy. You open yourself up to the truth that it's not only that your 10-year goals can be achieved in a year, they're already done now. Now, yes, there may be what we call time for some things to unfold, certain healings, certain manifestations, because it's moving chess pieces on the board, right? It's tapping that person over on the other side of the world on the shoulder and guiding them towards you. But the time that the prayer is answered, the time the manifestation happens is now. Because the manifestation that matters most is the one that happens in your consciousness. That moment that you see it, feel it, get it, claim it, say yes to it, go all in on it, that's the manifestation. And as you are living in that frequency, you're already home. You're already whole. You're already in heaven. You've all had that experience where you just for no reason drop into a place and you feel completely fulfilled, completely at peace, completely in joy. You feel on top of the world. That's the truth. And now the key is staying there and making the decision. I'm no longer going to put my good on the layaway plan. I'm no longer going to say it happens to happen in some divine timing. I'm not going to push it, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to claim it. I was just having a conversation this weekend with a good friend, and he was talking about how he wants to get, what he wants to do with the rest of his life, like over the next year or two or whatever. And, and he had a lot of ideas of what had to happen first, what had to be put in order first. That's not the way the divine thinks. You want to start with the what. You want to name it, you want to claim it, you want to visualize, affirm it, you want to take actions from it as if you're already it. You want to begin to step into the feeling tone and the way of being and really just begin to soak in it and be juiced up by it and live as if it's real. And as that becomes a more consistent frequency, it'll become embodied. And while that's happening, it is moving the chess pieces. And that's the part you don't need to get caught up in all the hows. You just need to be standing in the what. Let go of the idea that it has to take a long time. Let go of the idea that you have to manipulate and control a bunch of other people and conditions before you can say yes to your yes and step into it. Ask a higher quality question, because the quality of our life and our answers and our outcomes is directly connected to the quality of our questions. The question is the quest you're on. Ask a beautiful question. Ask a question, the answer of which is exactly what you want. How can I live the life of my dreams and be a successful, thriving, fill in the blank, living in a beautiful environment like fill in the blank, making the impact on the world that is fill in the blank now, today, this week? How can I live that life and be surprised and delighted by a life that exceeds my wildest imaginations in every way, every day? You get to ask that question. And if you ask that question with sincerity, and then as the guidance unfolds, you honor it, you will live into that life. There is no limit. All of it has been given. All of life is on our side. We just have to be on our own side. Life is never holding anything back from us. We hold ourselves back from life. Whatever's missing is what we're not giving, what we're not allowing. So take a moment today to give yourself permission to dream bigger than ever, to ask a better quality question than ever, the question you really want the answer to, and the answer that would give you the life you really want. And post, what is your big question? Share here. What is the big dream you're going to go for? What is the dare to dream proclamation that you're going to have? Post it here so that I and we can gather together in agreement that it's done. Where two or more are gathered in agreement, there I am. So post your big dream. Post that that high quality question and post what is the way you're going to step into that today and this week. I can't wait to see what emerges for you. I can't wait to connect with you more intimately and more deeply. And until next time, remember to live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.